Looking for a job can be the worst.
It's really soul-crushing, honestly.
Po Ling can't find one.
On Indeed, I look on Glassdoor.
The young software engineer graduated from Trinity University in December. For months, he's applied and applied with no luck.
You would like to stay here. If you can't find a job, you're going to have to go somewhere else.
Exactly.
A local nonprofit is now hiring someone who could help Po. Its first Chief Talent and Recruitment Officer.
We think we're pioneering something here.
TechBlock CEO David Hurd says the new hire will be a recruiter, but not just for one company, for all the tech companies in Bexar County.
Often at TechBlock events, we'll have people walking up with resumes saying, I can't find a job in tech and I'm thinking of leaving the city. And at the same event, employers will be coming saying, I'm looking for tech workers and I can't find the right talent, so we're hiring outside of the city.
The Chief Talent and Recruitment Officer will earn up to $150,000 a year for each of the next 2 years. That's grant money, half from the city, half from the county.
Taxpayers are putting some money into this. What will be the return on investment for the people here in San Antonio?
More tech workers, more tech jobs, and a growing tech economy, which will help raise the standard of living and the tax base for all of Bexar County. You know, the prosperous economies across our nation are tech driven.
The executive will oversee a new database for all local tech jobs and work with an advisory board made up of senior recruiters at USAA, HEB, and Rackspace. TechBlock believes those connections will help Po and the San Antonio economy.
A picture frozen in time.
I miss him. I miss him a lot.
Widow Jeannie Bricker describes the day that changed her life.
And they said, well, he's going to die.
A massive fire broke out at a Northeast Side hotel. It was May 4th, 1997. Firefighter Jesse Bricker Jr., who was 47 years old at the time, was supposed to have the day off.
He was pulling a double shift.
So he could attend his nephew's graduation out of town the following week. Bricker was exposed to so much smoke at the fire.
His lungs being burnt and not being able to breathe and everything shutting down on him.
He was hospitalized and died as the result of cardiac arrest. Jeannie not only lost her husband, but their 2.5-year-old daughter lost her father.
She's a lot like her dad, a lot like him.
As soon as she learned of firefighter Scott Deem's death, Jeannie says she started praying for his wife, Jennifer, their 2 children, and baby on the way.
That's what gets me the most. Is thinking about her children, you know, going up without their dad just like Jessica did. She'll pull through, but it's just going to be the first for everything that's going to happen.
As a community comes together to say goodbye to Scott Deem, Jeannie remembers the same support for her husband.
And has been ever since.
2 men, 2 decades apart, firefighters who put their lives on the line to protect our community.
Interstate 35, one of the busiest in the country, and FM 1103 is one of the most congested roads in Schertz and Cibolo.
So it's busy all the time. You can't find a good time of day to travel it, really. It's very busy.
Chris and Laura Cash have lived in the area for quite some time, sitting in bumper-to-bumper traffic while waiting for the light to turn green at FM 1103 and I-35 is an everyday occurrence.
You may sit through 3 lights before you get through to it's your turn to get through. So
because of the growing pains, the Texas Department of Transportation is expanding the FM 1103 bridge over I-35. The 2-lane bridge will become 5 lanes. 3 of those lanes will help funnel cars out of Schertz and Cibolo and onto 35 towards San Antonio, while the other 2 will go in the opposite direction. Crews will also add turnarounds on each side of the new bridge.
It should have been done already. A lot of the residents here wish that it was already in place because it backs up for half a mile or longer just trying to get across the interstate.
The $7.2 million project will take nearly 2 years to complete. TxDOT says its biggest priority is minimizing the impact on daily traffic, but still, drivers will notice occasional lane closures.
it's well needed, but it's going to be frustrating during the construction.
windows breaking during a SWAT situation on the Northwest Side.
I saw several neighbors running back inside.
People who woke up to the scene more than a month ago are now learning why. Tonight, the DA tells Fox San Antonio this house south of UTSA on Regency Bend was involved in a major drug operation.
It was national in scope.
Dante Sorianello is Assistant Special Agent in charge of the DEA's San Antonio office. He says the ring manufactured thousands of counterfeit painkillers laced with fentanyl.
There was a huge number distributed here locally.
Local investigators, including UTSA police, found some of the dangerous pills in the campus area. More were purchased online and shipped nationwide.
It's new to San Antonio, and that we actually were becoming the source for the distribution of fentanyl throughout the country. This is just one organization.
Agents believe this man is the ringleader. His name is Ala Mohammed Alawi, and he's seen here in a 2015 mugshot when he was booked for a drug charge at the Guadalupe County Jail. The DEA says Alawi moved the pill making and distribution operation to this home in Richmond, which is near Houston. This was the scene there in May. Agents suited up because of the potency of fentanyl, 50 to 100 times stronger than heroin. For the first time, we're learning the connection to our area and what the DEA uncovered.
We found pill presses, a substantial amount of fentanyl, and firearms.